That's like that's like a nightmare.
For sure, a worst nightmare.
Oh,
Could you imagine when we're going to speak this weekend? I was like,
My actual worst nightmare is us. Obviously, we play in bathing suits, and I'm like, what if my like bottoms just like come off, or if like my top rips or something? Like,
I have definitely
mainly the bottoms because we have like 2 tops basically.
I also have nightmares of, you know, when you like come in like normal clothes and you have shorts and a shirt on, and then I'm like, wow, what if I forget to put on my bathing suit and I take off my shorts and I'm like, oh no.
Definitely happened to me in basketball in high school once, yeah, and it's happened before. I've seen it. I saw it happen to an LSU guy in the stands. He forgot his jersey. Coach Wade just made him sit down. Like, didn't even let him back in the game. They brought the jersey to him and everything. I was like, that's terrible. That's that would be worse for you guys though. That's what I don't know how you get. Yeah, that's amazing. Like, I always think, I'm like, what if there's a uniform malfunction? That happens a lot in sports.
Yeah. That's
it's
a
scary.
Good point. Wow, we don't even have backups.
No
Backups.
No.
Well, we don't bring them.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
I don't know what
that's
even.
I think that's the wild thing out of all this right there.
I'm gonna be playing in a sarong that's like wrapped in
like a diaper.
I just got a solid visual of that.
Oh my gosh.
Pasties. That's what you're just gonna. That's incredible. Wow, that's good stuff. At least we started. Yeah, we're starting off right. It's
what an intro.
Good to be back with you, ladies. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well,
oh my gosh.
Speaking of dreams, I do love dreams. So that is like my favorite part of the mornings. Even though Kristen is not a morning person, I love listening to dreams. So if anybody ever has any,
listening to dreams,
like listening to what people dream about.
Oh yeah.
So fun.
No, that's awesome. Yeah. Do you guys give merit to dreams? Like, is there like, what do you think it is? Where do dreams come from?
I don't know, but if I could have a second job, it would be learning how
dream
to
interpreter.
Interpret
dream
dreams.
interpretation.
That's what my friend's like uncle did that. It was like so wild just like hearing him like talk through it. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. Whoa. Like, what is happening right now?
It's got to be something deep subconscious, right? Like, I don't know. But then there's just so many, I don't know.
Then there's random ones where you're like, yeah, I saw this door, so no wonder it's in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you ever heard of lucid dreaming? I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So there's like actual studies that lucid dreaming actually helps your brain, and like people can like train in their sleep, like lucid dreaming and things like that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that's cool, right?
You got it.
So, welcome back, ladies. Thank you guys for being here, and we have some exciting news. We have a podcast sponsor, correct?
Podcast sponsor.
There we
yes.
go.
Thank you. Bienvenue Wealth.
Yes.
Shout out.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. They've supported us, I feel like, from the
time.
beginning. So, yeah, happy to have them on board this year. And for this podcast, we're super pumped.
Let's go. Yeah, that's awesome. So I'm happy that that's come through for you guys and us and all that. So it's been super fun doing this with you. So we wouldn't be able to do it without those types of people and all your supporters and stuff. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Woo! Shout out. Thank you again.
Yes.
Bienvenue Wealth.
We're going to make sure we get show some love on social for them and things like that. God, that's my fault. I'm sorry. My phone.
Gosh, I'm
so popular.
My phone was whistling. I'm sorry. Yeah, but you guys just got back. Where'd you guys just get back from?
Ooh.
Man, that was a week ago, though.
Oh, it was?
It was only a week.
You guys have been here?
Doha.
Yeah.
Doha, Qatar.
Oh gosh, it was only
First event of the year. Did not necessarily go as well as we would have liked to start off the year, but after we had our little debrief with Drew was like, I kind of expected that. It was like such a
And
weird...
I'm kind of like, can you tell me that? So I cannot just question my whole life.
It was like such a weird dynamic and just like mentally, because all we have known thus far is like, we have to go, we have to get points, we have to win. If we don't achieve our goal. But like this one, we have achieved one of our goals. Like we qualified for the Olympics. So it was like such the like sense of urgency just like wasn't fully there, especially for me, probably, maybe speaking for myself. Because it was just a different mentality that we had never experienced. And Drew was like, there's no way to prepare for that. You just had to like experience it. And so that we did. I'm like very excited to have that out the door. And if anything, it provided so much motivation. Like we came back so motivated to just be like, no, that's not happening again. Like
we traveled for 32 hours and then we landed. We're like, when can we practice?
I love it.
And he's like, oh, we're just going to have an easy practice. We're like, no, we have to get better. We have to be better. We have to.
Yeah.
And then he was like, calm down. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then again, talking to Drew, I feel like he really does calm all of our nerves because he explains and reiterates his plan of what needs to get better or worse and how it's going to go. And yeah, you can never plan for it, and it's not ideal, but we did learn so much from that. And yeah, again, I think extra motivation.
Yeah. I mean, and Drew is even like not for you. This may not be good for you guys, but for me, it's honestly better as a coach when you fail, because he's like, I have so many things I can work on with you guys. Whereas if you win, it's like,
we're just repeating
what do we need to do now?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of good that came from
A bad.
Yeah.
I was actually wondering about the perspective of like, right, and sometimes in team sports, right, it's that letdown game. You just have the huge game, you beat your rival, right, or something like that, and then the next one is like, that's what. Yeah, I felt like I was wondering if that's what it is. Yeah. So I like that perspective too that Drew brought to you guys, because I was kind of thinking that, and I was like, okay, that's cool. That's good to hear. And it is good. Now you guys have something to work on. Failure is always a good thing.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm so freaking motivated.
Yeah, let's go.
Like, we're not losing again.
Let's go. Need that. Where's the next one?
In Tepic, the place that we thought we were being taken.
Oh, that's Mexico?
Yeah, Mexico.
I love that. It's so nice because it's only a 1 hour time change. It's an easy flight. We don't have to go all the way across the ocean. But that place.
But yeah, you guys already have experienced that place, so hopefully it can't get worse than last time.
That is true.
We do have expectations now of
that's true.
really, really low. So
That's true.
We can only go up from there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but I mean, I feel like the Mexico people will like us, since from world champs.
Yeah, the nicknames are going to be back, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe people will embrace that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll clip some old cuts from the last Mexico trip where you guys are talking about it. What is it, Barbie and how do you say yours again?
Chaparrita.
Chaparrita. There we go, with the accent and everything.
Yeah.
That's good. And when's that one? So when are you guys leaving there?
That one's the middle of April.
Yeah, middle to end of April.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of time. You guys are a little downtime, right? Doing some stuff here and there, interviews, flying.
Oh my goodness. Our schedule, I swear, it's just like meeting after meeting or just an interview. It's been absolutely insane.
What kind of interviews? Are we talking like media interviews or like people just like trying to get to know you from businesses to sponsor y'all? What?
Yeah, I mean, it's anything from being on a podcast or having a radio interview or doing a Zoom call with NBC, or it really is. It just fluctuates so much, and we look at our schedule and every day it's like, oh my gosh, we have 1 hour of free time. How are we, like, what are we going to do with our 1 hour?
You probably don't want to do anything too. You're like, I just actually want to chill for
in silence.
Yeah. And so it's, you go all day and then you have to go to lift and then you do a bunch more meetings and then you have to refocus and go to practice. And then after practice, you might have to do 1 or 2 more things, or we have to catch up on work at home. And it really is, it's like a go, but it's the best problem. It is what we wanted. And
I don't think we wouldn't like it being not go.
Nothing.
Like, I don't think we would know what to do.
Right.
So like we kind of complain about it a little bit, but it's also like, this is all we know. Like,
it's not real complaining.
I don't think it's
this
real.
is just your lives. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. And that's what I mean. Even last week, I was like, "Hey, let's get a podcast together." You're like, "Yeah, how about next Wednesday?" I'm like, "Perfect." I'm like, "You guys definitely have some things going on. That's good." Yeah.
I appreciate when people are understanding, because when we are scheduling things, it's like a week or 2 out. We have schedules for December, and everybody's like, "It's March."
Yeah. We're still in the first quarter of the year. That's wild. Yeah. That's awesome though. But I mean, this is like you said. This is what you guys asked for, and it's once every 4 years, right? So hopefully the next 3 years, you're not. I mean. Well, maybe if things go well and, the way we want it to go. But this is the crazy time. This is all the good stuff that you guys are doing. It's because they announced, everything's kind of officially announced and stuff like that. And that's why like NBCs and all them are reaching out.
Yeah. Cool. The amount of like news articles and everything that went out there, it was wild. Like so many people from like my high school, like just making posts and stuff. I was like, wow, it's wild. I know it was like real, but now it's like real.
See, it's real for you, but it's still not real for me. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain is just like, no, I've not done anything yet, and it is straight.
When do you think it'll be real?
I don't know, maybe in like 5 years.
No, actually in the LA Olympics.
I really feel like by the end of the year. It'll, like, when you have time to just have downtime and maybe
by the end of the year, not even when you're there.
Yeah, so maybe on the plane.
No, because even when I get to competitions, I'm like, I'm so just like, I need to go play, I need to go perform, and just focused on that I'm not focused on anything else. And then I think I'll be able to, you know, you take it in, but you can't really reflect on something until it's done, I think.
Yeah.
No, I think that makes. I get it. Everybody perceives it differently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm weird. I don't know.
No, I support it. I'm here for it.
There was no judgment there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
What's been the most surreal, like, biggest or like news outlet or podcast or something that like maybe you guys looked up to or saw from afar where you're like, oh shit, like this is it?
Oh.
I mean, for me, it's sorry.
You got it.
It would be like somebody as amazing and talented as like a Carrie Walsh and her reaching out and saying congratulations and offering assistance. Wow. I think that is huge, especially for me. I really want to get all of that feedback, and I want to get a different perspective and that knowledge.
Wow, that door is aggressive.
Squeaky.
It is.
I think very similar. Especially, or I mean, just because it happened, I feel like NBC Sports, like,
that was cool.
Putting an article out was like, whoa, this is like what the channel, like, the Olympics are going to be on. Like, this is kind of wild. But I also agree, like, people who have like, I've like grown up watching and admiring them saying things like whoa. Or so Laura Ludwig has been like my idol, and when we just like go to competitions, you like always see her, and she's like the coolest person, and her just like being super chill, like whenever we're like practicing or playing against each other, just like chit chatting, and she's like, holy crap, like this is someone who I've been like watching for so many years, and now she's just like super cool. Like it's like, what is happening right now?
Your friends and college, like peers and stuff. Yeah, that's the coolest part, I think.
Yeah. She was practicing before us in Doha, and she's like, can we get 2 more minutes? She goes, you guys like chocolate, right? If we get the 2 minutes, I'll bring you guys 2 chocolate bars. It's just stuff like that. You're like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
That is. That's really, when you said NBC earlier, that's when I was like, that's dope, because I'm a big nerd and I watch, CNBC all day pretty much around my shop in my house, and Shark Tank at night, and they have been advertising for the Olympics, or been doing commercials and stuff like that for a full year now. So, I mean, that's really cool. I'm excited for that for you guys. Very nice. Yeah. All right. So while you guys got some downtime right now, you guys are traveling a little bit. Did you just come back from London? I saw that on social.
Just come back from London.
How does that happen?
So whenever she was like making trips, because she was obviously had to go see the mans, and I was like, well, I'm not just gonna
the mans.
I'm not just gonna like sit at home by myself. So I was like, hey, Megan, you want to go on a trip? And she knew someone in London, so we had a place to stay. It was like, yeah, let's make an extended weekend just trip to London, and it was absolutely amazing. Like, obviously, just I love traveling and exploring, so. Just had a good time. Ate a lot of good food like normal.
Yeah. Shout out MegDev.
MegDev
Travels.
MegDev's Travels.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a good friend to know when you need to go somewhere and just pop across the world.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was nice.
And can we give a little shout out to the mans? Can we?
Yeah.
We gotta show Eric some love. He's gonna be my new best friend. So we're already best friends, but we're gonna be hanging out a lot more too.
I didn't have quite the extensive trip. Mine was a quick hour flight, but just hung out in Atlanta. Got some nice time. We went to a drive-in movie. Have you been to one?
No. Tell me what that experience is like.
So much fun. Dope. I mean, if you park your car, you get a good spot. You gotta go
on the movies.
You gotta go early.
You gotta get a good spot.
Yes, because the angles.
Yeah.
And then you just.
Is it in just like this open field?
Yeah. So this one was massive. So there's 4 screens, and then you go in, and then whatever movie.
4 screens? It's not just like one giant.
Whoa.
No,
it's different movies playing?
Yeah, 4 giant screens, and whatever movie you want to go to.
Oh, there's different movies.
You tune your radio, like your FM radio, into that movie, and then it plays.
Wow.
Through the car.
Wait, why did I didn't even think about that?
Yeah, I didn't.
I was like, how do you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't even think. Honestly, didn't even think about how you hear it. Honestly, I was just like, oh, you probably play it loud, or you hear it in the parking lot.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And then everybody is just hanging out at whatever movie they want to go to, and there's concessions in the middle, and he got all my favorite snacks and drinks.
That's
and we were
awesome.
Just sitting. We had like this huge, fluffy, comfy bed with a bazillion blankets and pillows. and just sat and watched the movie. And we watched the Bob Marley movie.
Oh God, that's awesome.
Wow.
Did you watch
I saw it? Yeah, I went on Valentine's Day. Yeah.
He's a truck, right? This is like
I'm a
in the
lover.
truck bed?
Yeah, he has
Wow,
a
this
pickup.
is
Whoa, wait, you're in
this
the
is
truck
like
bed?
a
Sorry, I was
movie
texting
scene.
trying to
This
close
is
this door.
legit a movie scene.
I know.
It's literally a
Wow.
made up, movie. Yeah.
Pretty
the outdoor
much.
movies.
Pretty much.
Did you guys bring
Wow.
blankets and pillow? Like, oh my God, that's amazing. What are your favorite snacks though? That's what we know.
I
think
love
everybody wants to know.
popcorn with M&Ms.
Oh, we did
because
talk
I
about-
love the sweet and salty.
We talked
So he
about
got
this, didn't we?
that.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there with the bag of food. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yes.
I know when he was like planning this, he had to just be like,
Smiling.
she's gonna love
He
this.
actually was like one of those people couldn't wait to do it. 'Cause he's
Yeah.
like, I can't. Wait.
Yeah, I did. I loved it. It was awesome.
That is incredible. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm ashamed to say how many times because I live in Perkins Row, how many times I just go get the bucket of popcorn and bring
Yeah.
it back to my apartment and have my M&Ms and popcorn at the house while
Yeah.
I'm watching sports. Or,
Movie popcorn.
It really is
It's
different.
just-
Yeah.
it's
But
different.
I went with the smart food popcorn because,
Oh yeah, you guys are Olympic athletes. We
we can do the movie theater popcorn.
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
Here I am in London eating pounds of carrot cake. She's over there not even eating popcorn.
Pounds of carrot cake. That's incredible.
It was so good.
Speaking of
Oh my
pounds, how
gosh.
was
Oh my gosh.
what's the trend, the U.S.
Oh,
dollar to?
The pound is definitely better right now.
It is
Sad.
okay.
But it's pretty similar.
Okay.
Ish. It was very weird driving on the other side of the road.
That's
like, it's wild.
Yeah.
It's so funny because in like the touristy, I was telling her in the touristy areas, like on the streets, it says like look right because they know people are not going to be looking the right direction. So it literally says on the street in like big letters, like the direction.
like the paint,
the paint
on the street. That's cool.
before you walk and go
Yeah,
get
yeah.
hit. But it didn't even matter. Every single time we crossed the street, I was like, which way?
How
Which
many
way?"
ways? Yeah.
Yeah. And it was wild. And actually, when my parents like picked me up from the airport and driving back, I had to like get in the turning lane. I was like, oh my God, am I in the right? I was like, am I in the right lane? I was like, Mom, I literally just had no idea what lane I was supposed to be in.
That's
it was,
incredible.
Yeah. But it was fun.
I've been watching, I just finished it last night, The Gentleman on Netflix. It's one of, I'm not big into I don't ever really get consumed with TV shows. This thing sucked me in. Like, I'm so embarrassed.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
awesome. Yeah,
Would
and
you
it's-
recommend it?
I would strongly recommend it. Yeah.
Are you in the Dune? I know that's like the hype, the movie.
The movie?
I haven't seen it, no.
Well, I watched the first one on the plane. That's the only reason why. So now I'm like, I feel like I need to go watch the second one now because everyone's saying
feel like
it's
I've
like
heard
the
of it,
greatest
yeah.
movie.
You can bring Anthony so you can get his popcorn.
I know.
There we go. Yes,
But you need to
please,
watch
let's
the
go.
first one
yeah,
first.
I'll watch the first one, then we can go get some popcorn, some peanut M&Ms. I'm a peanut
Perfect.
M&M person, yeah. I go peanut M&Ms in the popcorn. I
Wait,
think we've talked about this.
You
It's making me
recently
hungry,
got
yeah.
caramel ones for Kinsey.
Yeah. So my best friend came and we went to the Cavs Pelicans game.
Nice.
And she loves caramel M&Ms.
Oh, wow.
So or caramel.
Caramel.
I say caramel. Caramel M&Ms,
Caramel.
but they are absolutely fantastic.
How do you say it?
I say caramel.
That's what I grew up saying, and then I came down here and everybody just abused me. And again, so now
Yeah.
I think I say
You
caramel.
cannot
I was like, you better
change.
say
You
caramel.
cannot conform.
I've been down here too many. 17 years I've been down here now.
17 years.
You're old.
I am old.
We were talking about how old people are now, and Kristen looks. She's like, I am 26.
Oh wait, no, that's because on the radio.
She just threw you out there with your age.
When we were
Well, I guess
coming
it's
here, we
probably
were listening to
everywhere.
a song, and in the song
You
it
can
said
Google it.
23, and I was like, oh my gosh, 23. I am 26. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, try being 34. So I'm like, I came down here when I was 17. Like, I'm like, I've lived down here just as much as I lived in New Jersey now.
Yeah,
it's
it
wild.
sucks you in down here.
Yeah, it's gonna
does,
be
yeah.
you.
It's gonna
17
be you.
years.
You got some time still.
That's
so.
he probably didn't think.
I did not
think that
so.
either.
Yeah, I did not think 17 years. Yeah, but I did. Yeah, but The Gentleman, check it out. Yeah, if you guys, I
Gentleman.
recommend.
What is it
strongly.
Netflix.
And it's,
All right.
I think it's #1 trending right now. So it always gives me a little validation when I'm like,
it's
I got
trending.
sucked in and I'm like, okay, it's #1.
Fair.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a lot of other people that are on it.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
it is,
that's
too.
fair.
Yeah,
Very
it's really
fair.
cool. And they have the accents and everything. And so it's in the UK. So it's, yeah, that's why I was in there.
I do love
driving
the
the right
accents.
side, all that stuff. So
Yeah,
that's why I was
it's
asking.
just it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Like who was like, yeah, we're gonna put the steering wheel on the
Yeah,
other
why?
side.
Yeah, how? And then how? Yeah. I don't know.
Do you know what other thing drives me crazy? The different currencies, the different forms of measurement. When people are like, "Oh, can you measure the net, Taryn? It's a couple centimeters." I'm like,
The measurements are really just an us thing. We're the
Yeah,
only different
we're
ones.
I know, but
Definitely
like, why do we do that?
We have to be different. That's what makes me think about the cars. Like, right? People came over here and they were probably
Why?
like, "We're gonna be different. We're gonna do it on this side." Like, why? I don't know. Yeah, we got to be different.
I don't
Got to
get
separate ourselves
I don't
somehow. I
get it.
guess. Yeah.
The ocean isn't enough.
it.
All right, so yeah, let's talk about, you guys have the premiere of your guys' mini documentary or video,
Yeah, we have
right?
a little documentary
Coming out?
March 30th.
Yeah.
7 o'clock Central.
There we go. Where is it premiering?
On our YouTube channel.
Nice. Okay,
Yep.
nice.
TKN Vivo, I think.
Yep.
But yeah,
Are we doing
YouTube
a watch
channel.
party?
I was just gonna say.
I don't know.
I commented on your thing, and
I know you just made me think about it, and
You were the one. You were like.
I'm like, we got to stop adding things to the calendar.
I know, that's what I was gonna say. You guys probably just would like to watch it at home and chill with family or whatever.
With popcorn.
Popcorn. If you guys want, we can host it at Cards and Culture and watch it there. They have popcorn right across the street, so we can do that.
All right. Yeah, we gotta think on that. It's also in like 2 weeks, so we probably need
we got time. We got time. 2 weeks is good.
It's quickly approaching.
2 weeks is good.
We make things happen in like a day.
Yeah.
So we're good.
But yeah, it's on the table if you guys do want to watch it. But at the shop, that would be cool. But yeah, tell us a little bit about that. What's that again? Let's just remind everybody, and so we can clip it and share it on social too.
So the document, it's literally just our story from beginning to now. I mean, our story is kind of wild, and we wanted to make the video mainly for us later in life. We were like, hey kids, look at what we did. But it's also just in watching it and looking back just on our journey. It's wild and just so unique. So yeah, it's our story.
I love it.
Kristen is so excited to do things to show her kids.
But
yeah,
that's why I've started my podcast. No joke. I mean, I
Really?
think I'm serious because like I think it would be think about this perspective. I never met my great grandfather, but I heard so many stories about him. I heard so many stories about my grandfather when he was younger and all this stuff. My dad when he was younger. Imagine if they documented some of that, and I could just literally go and Google Angelo Renato Sr. and like go watch what he was doing when he was 30, when he was 40, and that kind of stuff. So I think it would be cool.
Fine. I just had the light bulb.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I really did just have the light bulb because that is really cool. Because I love my grandparents have the coolest stories.
Yeah.
And that when they talk about them, they just like sit there and giggle. And I'm like, no, stop giggling.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
And sometimes I'm like, bullshit. That's not true. Like, I want to know, was it really happening? Like, think about some of the, and that's, I mean, it's why I always pushed you guys to do this too. I was like, look, at worst case, you guys are just documenting this for life.
Yeah.
And we can always look back on it, and your great grandkids could be like, wait, somebody really played in the Olympics when our like, and it's like, yeah, that's not just like, somebody wasn't just lying about that.
Yeah.
So.
That's literally the amount of people that tell me how athletic my parents were. I'm like,
shoot.
Were they?
I need video documentation.
Yeah. I always say that. I'm like, is there a video of it?
Yeah. That's
Sorry, Mom and Dad.
No, they so are. They so were.
I would imagine. Your whole I would imagine.
Yeah. But obviously I need to like have kids for that to happen.
That's what I keep saying. You're younger than me. Imagine where I'm at. I'm like, yeah, I'm just documenting this like a crazy man. They're like, you don't have kids, dude. Relax.
Yeah. It's a key part in the story.
It is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But speaking of athleticism, are you guys throwing out the first pitch? Is that facts?
Oh, yeah.
I know you're all into the different sports and stuff, but how are we?
We need to practice. We need to practice. Yeah, so we're throwing out the first pitch at the LSU baseball game.
Yes.
And we do need to go practice.
Yes.
How are you feeling about it?
I am terrified.
I'm curious how it is. Like, do we throw it at the same time?
That's what I'm wondering. Are we both actually throwing it, or am I just going to sit there and smile and wave, and then you get to do your dream?
Something tells me that they're going to have two catchers at the same time on each side, and you guys throw them. Yeah. But the good thing is,
say it is, really quick. It is really cool how many people are changing. They're like, we never have two people do this at the same time, but for you guys, it'll be fine. Or like, we never interview two people at the same time, but for you guys, it's fine.
Yes. There's no other way to do it. You guys are the duo. That's it.
Yeah. You can't separate us.
Yeah, and usually, if there are multiple first pitches, because I was kind of like the bitch and when I had to do it, and in pro ball and stuff, and as the younger guy and stuff, so they'd be like, hey, there's 4 first pitches today, and you're like, oh my God. And so they would just like announce somebody once, and they'd walk out, get their moment, then they walk away, you take the picture, then the next person would come and all that. So yeah, I think
I was curious. So you're saying the people who go catch the ball, they're like, kidding me? I gotta go do this.
I think in college,
how does it work?
I think in college it's different. Like I really do. I think because I see like the starters go out there and catch it and stuff. That's cool. Like, but in professional baseball, all the starters are they do it so early in professional baseball. That you're like, all the starters are in the clubhouse kind of getting ready, doing their thing. They're in their pregame and all that. And so they'll literally find like the lowest guy on the totem pole and be like, yo, you're catching the first pitch today. And you're like, okay. So you like avoid that person in the locker room sometimes to like see where he's at. And I'm like, you're not getting me today. You're not getting me today. I saw that there's 5 people today. You're not getting me.
Wow, that's something I never would have thought
Yeah.
about.
Unless it's somebody cool, then something. But then usually the starters are like, we want to catch it. If Meg the Stallion's throwing at the first pitch, and you're like, all right, dude, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, let me have something. You know? But
wow.
Yeah.
It's fun to know.
You guys are probably gonna have the starters, and they're gonna be pumped to take a picture with you and get all that kind of stuff. So it'll be cool.
Go Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers. That's Saturday.
Saturday
Night against Florida. There's
Florida.
gonna be a lot of people there too.
I know. What if we trip?
What
if we fall? What if we have a wardrobe malfunction?
I was just gonna say that. That's what I was gonna say. Wardrobe
If anything, we'll go viral.
Have a backup. Yep, there you go. Exactly. It's for the followers. That's it.
Our PR people were like, "I will pay you." It was one of the videos where they just like throw it and it like falls in the sand. She's like, "Woohoo!"
Yeah, don't mess that up. There are some funny first pitch
I'm sorry.
videos.
Did you just call it the sand?
What?
It fall in the sand.
Sorry.
That's
everything is sand.
incredible. I didn't even catch that. That's awesome.
Sand
so
core
disappointed.
instead of I know.
And you were just with them. Why didn't you guys play catch a little bit or something?
Because that would have ruined my whole day.
Yeah, that's so great.
He did. He really wanted to, and I was against it.
Yeah, well, don't let them down. No pressure.
Stop.
I know.
I'm already.
There's only gonna be like 13,000 people there. That's not I mean.
It's fine. I can
nothing.
throw
It's
a
nothing.
freaking ball to an area.
Let's go.
It
There
doesn't
we go.
have
That's
to.
what we
It
need to
doesn't
see.
have to be fast. It doesn't have to be
No.
perfect.
Yeah.
It just has to go there.
Yeah.
There you go.
I threw out the first pitch the year after I left LSU, and I walked up 15 feet. I didn't do from the mound. I bitched out on it. I did like
Seriously?
I just flipped it in there. Yeah, I didn't like it. I was
Loser.
nervous. I was nervous. I pitched there.
That is a little nerve wracking as a
it was just
pitcher.
different. Yeah, I was like, I can't mess this up. There's actually so much more pressure now. I was like, you guys have seen me throw strikes. It's fine. I promise. Like, I'm just gonna do it. Thank you guys, and I'll get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm old news, but you guys got to go from the mound. You got to do it right.
That's what you think from the mound?
I think so.
It's far.
I think so.
Is it
but
far?
60 feet.
It's pretty far.
6 inches.
It's pretty far.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe
Feel it out,
game
yeah.
time decision.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna hustle. I have a wedding on Saturday, but I'm trying to hustle back to make sure that I can see this. So,
How many weddings have you been invited to in the last year?
In the last
I feel
year?
like you are always at a wedding.
Actually, it's slowed down for me. That's
Oh,
the
really?
thing. Yeah, because I told you all my friends have been married for a while now. So if you would have seen me from every off season too, because they're all baseball players, so it was like the only time that we could do it is those 3 months. I mean, it felt like every weekend there was a wedding. I was like, this is miserable. So I actually feel like it's been nothing lately. Yeah, but I think I've probably been to 3 or 4 in the last year.
Dang.
I don't know.
Dang.
People just think I'm gonna give a good gift. I guess. I don't know.
That is good.
I guess
That
we'll
is
bring
good.
him.
I guess we'll invite them. What's the Crescent City Classic? You guys are speaking there?
Yeah, it's the marathon.
Look at you.
We're
This is
doing
the
like a
PR
little-
tour.
Yeah, it really is. Just doing a little like Q&A there.
Yeah.
I am curious to see what people want to know or ask, and I feel like we're open. We're ready to share.
Q&As are the best. Those are super easy.
Yeah.
Oh, I love yeah.
I'm good with Q&As. If we had to like
Keynote.
Go give a speech.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
if we had to have like a PowerPoint, it's like, here, you have 60 minutes, show
Go.
what you want. And
That's
you're
the
like,
when I'm
what?
like, thank goodness we are a team, because I feel like we could easily do a speech just like bouncing back
Yeah.
and forth off of each other. But if it was just like you and only you up there,
Do you know
whoo.
how big your pit stains would be?
Oh my gosh. I'd have to wear
Every
black and
single
only
time
black.
she would be like, I'm sweating, I'm sweating, I'm
Black
sweating.
and only black.
Oh, that
Yeah.
actually made me laugh out loud. That's incredible to throw her under the bus. That's so great.
Sorry.
No, that's
Oh,
all right.
no.
That's great.
She
No,
doesn't
we've talked,
care.
yeah, we've talked
Yeah,
about it. Yeah,
like
we've
it
talked
happens.
about
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's so great. Well, good luck with that. That's great. Yeah, question and answers are easy. You guys will
Yeah.
kill it. Yeah. And what's it's the marathon you said?
yeah.
That's cool. So you guys are
In
talking
New Orleans.
before, after, or during?
I think it's
what?
before.
Eh,
Because I think the marathon is later in the day.
do they really do it later in the day? I thought they
I
were
don't
always
know.
in the morning.
Yeah, I feel
We
like
obviously
marathons
don't
are
know.
early.
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, with your guys' schedule, you probably figured out like the day before. I'm like, okay, what's tomorrow's schedule?
Yeah.
We just accomplished today. That's I feel that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I
Yeah.
get that.
They did
Yeah.
ask us if we wanted to run it, and I was like,
Oh God.
heck no.
Right?
Just like
Running?
assuming Olympic athletes go, you want to run a marathon?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Like,
You sound crazy. Yeah.
No.
Like our sport is sprinting up and down and in the sand, like not
Yeah.
26 miles or however long it is.
Could you
Yeah.
even run a marathon?
No.
I
No.
couldn't. I sincerely could not.
I could not. I think you actually could. There's no way I could sustain a jog for
There's zero chance I
over.
could.
Honestly, I couldn't even do
Zero.
it
Do
for
you know how much
3
carrot
miles.
cake you would get to have after?
Oh, maybe
Then
I-
you could. If
I'd be,
somebody
like,
literally
dangling
dangled a
the
carrot cake in front of you, you could make it.
That's
I
incredible.
could do it.
That's it. You just have to have your little cafes and and cakes
Yeah.
ready at the finish line. That's awesome.
Okay.
I would never.
Happens.
That sounds like my nightmare, actually. But one of my best friends, Bo Didier, ran marathons for a while. I was like, dude, is there something? What's wrong with your brain? Like, why would you want to do that? Like, I don't know. I just don't get it. I really don't. But I'm like, good for you. That's awesome.
I did see some tweet that I thought was absolutely hilarious, and it was like, you have to figure out if you're marrying into a Thanksgiving turkey trot family, or are you guys gonna be hungover?
Yeah, definitely need to figure that out.
I thought it was so.
That is funny.
You do
But
need
there
to find that out.
you have those families, and then you have the families that are like, we are not moving.
Yeah, that's where I need to be. I'm like, there is no shot there's any turkey trot. I don't even want to hear about what that is. Like, that sounds like a nightmare to me. That's hilarious. All right, I got to let you guys get going here in a minute. But what is USA coming to Baton Rouge? Talk to me about that.
Yes.
Before I let y'all go.
USA is typically all out in California. That's where the training center is. That's obviously where all the beaches are, Hermosa, Manhattan. But they are making a trip to Louisiana to just kind of see where we train and hang out. And very
just a couple of the staff.
Nice. That's awesome.
So we get to hang out with them for a couple days.
How long are they here for?
See our place. Just for 3 days. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And when's that happening? Do we know?
This weekend.
Oh,
well,
it's
this like
Literally.
Thursday.
Oh, they fly in actually today.
Nice. That's incredible. Good.
Yeah.
Are they coming? Are they going to be there to watch the festivities and throwing out the first pitch on
They
Saturday?
they leave Saturday morning.
Maybe they. Okay. I've seen you throw out some stuff, but maybe they wouldn't want you to represent. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. They do have similar, like, hitting a volleyball. Like, it's all shoulder stuff. So I think you'll be good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks. I appreciate the confidence.
Yeah. And you guys have to like warm up on the sideline before too. You guys got to play catch a little bit in front of everybody first, right?
I would love that.
I know.
You can play catch with somebody else.
I'm gonna start texting everybody down there. I'm gonna tell Jay Johnson to make you guys play catch in front.
Yeah.
I'll do some laps. I'll run a little bit.
Let me run around the bases.
I love it. But I got to let you guys get out of here. It is 11:20. I know you guys have a meeting at 12. So, anything else you want to leave our listeners with?
I got nothing.
I'm good.
Excited.
Yeah. Well, now that you guys are Baton Rougians for a little while, right? Yeah. Is that the right word?
Yeah, I don't know, but
it rolled off the tongue.
No, that was good.
It rolled off the tongue. That's the first time I've ever used that term. So just
I like it.
Well done.
Yeah.
Baton Rougian. Yeah. We'll be back soon here on this purple couch. We are not in Cards and Culture anymore. We have a new studio.
I know,
so
new
we're
studio.
Upgrading.
Very nice.
And we'll have some signage behind you guys soon. So we'll be able to hang some trophies and medals and sponsors and all that good stuff. So
heck yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Love
you, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
And shout out Bienvenue.
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 Thank you
How do
so
say it?
much.
Bienvenue.
Bienvenue.
Welcome.
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 Welcome to Lyria.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.